In this video, I'm going to run through the equipment I use to capture professional corporate portraits. It's an extremely portable setup, it's affordable, and it's easy to use. So let's get into it. Hey, I'm Adrian Harrison. I've been shooting professionally since 2007, and this channel is about sharing that knowledge with you to help you make better photographs, both for yourself, your business, and for your clients. And don't forget, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe below. Here we go, here's my favourite portable setup for corporate portraits. First piece of equipment is a mini light stand. Now I have several of these and they fold up really small, as you can see, which is really good for packing up the gear and making your setup completely portable. They go reasonably high, they come in different lengths. This one here goes up to about 6 feet or 1.8 metres, and that's plenty high enough for most purposes. And as you can see, it just unfolds like this. It's got multiple risers that you can mount your lights on. So I do really highly recommend some mini stands. I've had large stands before, and although they're more stable, these are extremely portable and they're lightweight as well, which makes it easier if you've got to carry stuff around town. And to go with that one, I'm using the Manfrotto speed light holder. So that just goes on top, clips like this, screws on like that. And what's different about this one does everything that a normal umbrella holder will do. Tilts back and forward. You can pop your umbrella straight in the hole there. What's good about this is when you put your flash in like this, you simply just screw it up like this. And that way the flash won't fall out. There's no need to muck around with making sure this is tight, because I don't know about you, but I've had flashes fall off these umbrella holders before and smash on the ground. So this one is particularly good because I know it's never going to fall out, and it's super quick to do it up. Up next, we've got speed lights. Now these are the V860 by Godox, and I really like these speed lights because they cost half the price of what a Canon or a Nikon speed light would cost, and no more AA batteries. These things are awesome. I've shot hundreds and hundreds of shots with these at a shoot, and yet the battery doesn't run out. So the way I use these, I use one for the background light. I'll mount it on a stand like the stand I showed you before, and I'll point it at the background, and the other light I use for an umbrella for some fill. And I just go through a shoot through umbrella, and that'll be my fill light. And for my main light, the next piece of equipment, I use the Godox AD200, and this thing is awesome. It is so much more powerful than an ordinary speed light. One of the best things about this is you can take the Fresnel head off it, and you can have this bulb here, which acts more like an ordinary studio strobe or studio light. The advantage of this is because I use it inside a softbox, and that way this acts a lot more like a studio light rather than using a speed light, which is very concentrated. With this one, the light will come out in all directions, and with the speed light, the light's only going to come more in a forward direction, more focused, rather than being scattered all around. And having the light scattered around just leads to a softer photo as well. And with the AD200, I use the Westcott Rapid Box. Now this is a umbrella softbox, and it is an octagon shaped box. This is the XXL size, and this thing is awesome. It gives lovely soft light. It's got internal diffusion and the external, so it's got 2 layers of diffusion, and you can assemble this thing in about 30 seconds. So it folds up really small, as you can see, and gives that beautiful portrait light. You could use this just by itself to take portraits and you'd get excellent results, but I like to add a little bit of fill with my portraits, so having the shoot through umbrella with another light on the other side makes this thing really good. And if you're going to use one of these with a softbox of any kind, you're going to need one of these. So this is my next piece of equipment on the list that I use. So what this is just a holder. This just goes straight in here like this. You can do up your flash here, and what that will allow, it's got the fittings on the end, so you can put any normal light modifier on it. So you can use a normal reflector, you could use a beauty dish, you could use a softbox like I was just showing, or a snoot, anything, The next thing on the list is the Godox X Pro. So this is the flash trigger I use with all the Godox speed lights. This thing is great too. It allows you to control all of your speed lights from this one, from the top of the camera. And you may not think you need that with speed lights, but trust me, it saves so much time. Saves walking around to back and forth between the camera, taking test shots. You can do it all straight from here and dial in your lighting really, really quickly. So this thing has worked without fail. It doesn't misfire. I get much higher sync speed with my flash than I actually have with the cactus triggers. So I really like this one. This one's great. But if you have Godox, I recommend you do get this one. This one's for Canon cameras, but they do them in all the big brands like Nikon, Pentax. So make sure you get the right one for your camera, otherwise it won't work. It also does TTL as well, which makes life a bit easier if you don't want to run your flashes manually. Okay, shoot through umbrella. This is what I use for my fill, like I was saying before. So I like to use the shoot through umbrella. You could even use this as a main key light. So if you had it nice and close to your subject, that would give you pretty soft lighting. It wouldn't be as soft as the rapid box or the softbox that I use for my portraits, but you can still get some nice lighting off this if you position it well and close to your subject. One tip when using these is be careful not to choke the light up. So what I mean by that is don't have the light too close to the side of the umbrella. Bring it back a bit so then the light will spread throughout. You've also got to be careful not to go too far back, otherwise the light will miss the sides of the umbrella and shoot out the edges. But I like this one for fill just because it gives a nice general scattered light. It's not too directional and just creates a nice effect. My final piece of equipment is the Think Tank Logistics Manager. Now I don't know if you can see that in the camera. This thing is awesome. So this is what I take to my portrait shoots. I can get everything in this bag. I don't know if you can see that. It keeps everything safe. I can get the light stands in here. I could put speed lights in here, and I can take any adapters and anything else that I need to take to my shoots. What I like about this bag is it's got wheels. It's built really, really well, and it also has a handle like any normal bag. And the other thing that you can do is on the sides of the bag, you can attach extra light stands or extra equipment if you need. Well, that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment below. I'd like to hear about what your portrait setup is. What's your portable portrait setup? Let me know below, and please do subscribe to the channel.